I'm Fiera Luna, and I play games on the internet. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today, we're playing Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. We shall have all of the justice, every single one. We're gonna do it. Someone says it's my fault that I was late. They're wrong. Charlatans, liars. It is true that they tried to feed me like 2 hours ago, but I wasn't hungry. But I am hungry now. So I had to make my own food. They could have made me food and brought it to me, but they didn't do that. Why would they do that? Staff is shaking their heads at me today. Anyway, I'm here now. Welcome in, everybody. Hi, Val. Hi, Rice. Hi, Catman. Oh, golly, I gotta go catch up to the YouTubes, too. Hello, potatoes. You see, they're tubers, so my little potatoes. Hi, Sir Pulpman. Hi, Catman and his alt. Alright. Maintenance happening soon. On Sploon? I bet it's so they can put Grand Festival in. Whee! Grand Festival time. I'm so excited. I got you too, Val. Meow. I also like mowing. I got good at mowing. Wow. I got so good at making meows that my other enrichment cat, who is no longer with us, she would respond like there were kitties nearby. It was great. She was little. Little and cute. Alright. Oh yeah, I should have pressed the button. I'm silly today. Oh yeah, we're talking to this lady. Yeah. Yeah. What have we talked to her about? Anything fun? Oh yeah. Got a Red Bull ad about a hog saying to a guy to drink Red Bull after falling from running from them because he wasn't fast enough. Oh, that sounds right. I drank Rockstar today though, so you know. I got to have one. They let me have a strawberry one. Maybe they shouldn't have. It's bigger than me, and I think maybe that's too many. Alternatively, you were so good at fighting today that the game straight up crashed. Alright, let's talk to this lady. So, today's channeling will be her first?
Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong. It is usually easier to call that person to our world.
Traffic accident indeed.
The channeling will take place here in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing.
So, this room is the channeling chamber?
The place where spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you'd mind if we...
Oh, right. I don't suppose you'd mind if we observed the session.
Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here.
Oh.
The secrets of the Kurain techniques cannot be seen by just anybody.
I never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before.
It is also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong. That is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked.
Oh, that's what the lock is for.
Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir.
Pearl?
She's an adorable, angelic young girl.
This is Morgan's daughter, I assume. And that's Pearl. I'm sorry somebody took your girl Vine staff. Listen, sometimes somebody takes the healer and you are stuck playing whatever is left. Not me, though. I'll play any DPS. You give me a DPS. I will play any DPS. There are DPSs to be played. Support? Never heard of it. Gimme Annie. Gimme Blitzcrank for that matter. Gimme the dwarf whose name I have forgotten again. Gimme in Guild Wars 2, gimme Thief. Gimme Thief, gimme Power Ranger. I'll do it. I'll fight them. Gimme Virtuoso. I'll fight anybody.
Gimme a man after midnight. Won't somebody come and help me dig up a grave? Gimme a man after midnight. Filled up with electricity.
Anyway, there is a BDG version of that song. And that is the one I am singing. Because it's almost spooky month. That's okay. If Scythe is ranged or ranged DPS, that's... There you go, you figured me out. I do like melee DPS. But, you know.
Oh, that odd She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say? What a cute daughter you have. A pure heart that knows not the evils of this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had a chance to anyway. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. Yeah, we are definitely talking to Pearl a bunch. You better believe. Oh, Spooky Month is your birthday! Yeah! I am also excited on your behalf. Spooky Month is best month. Oh, I'm going to see Heathers. The theater here is doing Heathers. It's called Neptune Theater. Hilarious, I'm sure. On account of the sea. But they're performing Heathers. I'm going to see it in October, and I'm very excited to go see Heathers. I want to see them do it live. I want to see the intonation on what Boone. I want to see that. I want to see lots of other things too, but I'm not allowed to repeat those words on stream. They're not good for me. Very excited. I will promise not to sing along in live theater, because that's not allowed. Okay, we have talked to the lady. This is definitely a disaster. Okay, where else can we go to? Never been here before. We've already talked to Gray. That's the doctor in the other room. And Fier deserves a hammer. I love a hammer. I think you'd like Banhammer. That is a very silly name for a character. I would love it. You've seen me wield hammer on Warrior. In Guild Wars 2. Hit stuff. Make it be hit. Is it Balthazar? Don't care. God of War, God of Fire, gotta getting hit by my hammer. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? It looks a little out of place in a garden like this. It's a really old urn. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. It looks like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting, so time to move on. Are you sure? It's a small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to a little village like this, so every family has to burn their own trash. Oh. A splendid garden with a small lamp and traditional decorations. It's a bit small to walk around in, although that incinerator piques my curiosity. I want to look in the incinerator. Well, I guess not. I mean, I already did kind of look at it and be like, oh, well. Ooh, have fun animating stuff. Oh, we're in the side room. So this is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There's bedding spread out on the floor. It looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. It's a decorative wooden bear sculpture. There's a plate attached to the base. Korean Village, the heart of channeling. What the? It's a souvenir! So does this mean it's easy to spot bears here? And for them to spot you? Well. It's a small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. If I had one of these in the office, it would end up as a storage space. But here, it's decorated with some pretty flowers and a beautiful hanging scroll. There's bedding spread out on the floor. Oh, is that someone sleeping in one over there? She's probably an exhausted medium taking a break and catching some Z's. If I wake her up, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. It's probably a good idea to not disturb her sleep. All right, Phoenix. Trust me, I've had to keep a banhammer on life support because everything was after him. You are very good at keeping people on life support, it's true. I like good healing. Hey, you! Hold on now! This gal's got a few questions to ask! I'm sure I've heard that southern accent somewhere before. Oh, well, I'll be! It's Mr. Phoenix Wright! How you been? Haven't seen you in what, a year? Fun fact, a year was the length of time between these release dates. So, it's literally been a year. You are, you're Lotta Hart, right? Bingo! I'm the one and only paranormal photographer, Lotta Hart. So, the reason that you can answer all sorts of different things is to be silly. But I'd like to think the reason is that Phoenix's memory isn't as back as he'd like to think it is. So, yep. So he's a little wobbly around older details, which is a good way to sort of explain it. So if you, like, are a person who didn't play the other games, or the first game, you can get away with being like, who are you? Never heard of you. And they can play it off as like, did you hit your head? And you go, yeah, actually, how'd you know? But we did play the last game, so our Phoenix is much better at remembering stuff. So I guess you're still at it. Being a photographer, I mean. Of course! And today, I'm gonna get myself a real scoop. You wait and see. Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. The channeling's about to get started. Is it that time already? Oh, we should all hurry up and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting around for? Come on! Lotta Hart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case, but I guess looking back, we had some good times too. We did! Alright, back we go. We know there's about to be a murder because Maya is on trial for it, so... and we know what's gonna happen. One of these people is not like the other. One of these people's only kind of the same. When you guess which one is not like the other, you found the murder victim. Oh! Scythe is a girl range. Most ranged characters are, because, reasons. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and honored guest, please proceed into the channeling chamber. With this, I can finally swat all those pesky flies, once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Oh, yeah, sure I would. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yep, right here. That is most satisfactory. The key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well. It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it. Trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally! Let's go. Door's locked. Now, let us wait patiently out here for them. Please, have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny. Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear Madame, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? What? I'm from the heart of the Heartland. Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the Heartland. What's she hiding on her hair? Secrets. My vote's secrets. And the secrets to the Kurain channeling technique. Welcome in, Kaizen Lab. What are you... This is Karain Village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave. Sorry. Wow, she shut Lotta up. Now that's impressive.
Yeah, she has it done up very, very big and fancy. She's very, very traditional. Morgan is Maya's aunt, and she is big on old-time tradition. The way that she's dressed, and the way that her hair is done up, and the way that she's drinking her tea politely with her hand underneath of the cup, those are all things that would signal to a Japanese audience that this woman is like an old-timey fancy lady. Or still think she's an old-timey fancy lady. This is the Faye family, so everybody has a name that, so everybody has a name that follows that. So, Morgan Le Fay was a powerful enchanter in Arthurian legend. Maya is named that way because it starts with an M. And Pearl is the odd one out, being named Pearl, but she's only little. So she gets to get away with being named Pearl Faye. I suppose Maya's named that way because Mia was named that way too, so. $10 bet the murderer is Morgan. Who knows? She's very big on tradition, to be fair. Yeah, I heard there were Ace Attorney sales in the Humble Bundle. I have the entire trilogy and the other trilogy, the one with Apollo Justice. Wait, is that a trilogy? I feel like the Apollo Justice games were a trilogy too. Or maybe it's just the third one in this game. Who knows? I forgot. Hey now! What was that just now? It came from inside the channeling chamber. Hey! That's a gunshot! Excuse me? I've heard that sound before. That's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it. Maya's in there. Oh no! Well, Mr. Lawyer, what's the plan? What else? We're gonna break in. What? But there's only one key and that kid's got it. We're gonna have to break the door. We're going to have to break the door. Is that alright, Miss Faye? Well, yes, but there is one matter. That is... Don't try to stop me. You can send the repair bill to Wright & Co. law offices later. Yeah, now that's what I call being a man. It is made of iron. And yes, uh-oh, murder. Uh-oh, murder! Dr. Gray! I was murdered. Oh yeah, Maya's not looking quite like herself. She did channel that spirit, didn't she? Look, she's standing really differently and shaped really differently here. To indicate that she's very possessed. Also, her eyes are covered. Another big indicator that she's very possessed. I heard gunshots. What's happening? Dr. Gray's dead. Maya? That man murdered me. So I killed him. What? Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But, hurry, before there are more victims here. Hey, let's go, city boy. Leave this to Granny. Not Maya, if you will. Yes, exactly. This is that poor nurse, presumably. So Maya did technically do it. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here, so I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. And they're on their way. That's good. Lottie, I saw a genuine mysterious phenomenon. She seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on.
Well, now it's time to investigate before the cops get here and ruin our investigation, as cops are wont to do in this game. Gumshoe doesn't always mean to, but he is big on helping the prosecution. Which tracks, because, like, cops and prosecutors are on the same side, hypothetically. Supposed to be on the same side. Hey, mister... That gal, Maya, she wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she? Oh, yeah. Lotta doesn't know what that when Maya is channeling, her whole physical appearance changes. Then again, weren't there the two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then. Lotta, what do you know about Dr. Gray? Not much, but I did some digging. That's one gent with a bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like a wet sheet. I sort of got the same impression myself. He's real controlling. Soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a-hollering. Oh, no! Guys, I know exactly what happened here. I haven't played this game in a little while, but I know exactly what happened here. He said do thing. He said give medication. The nurse probably tried to be like, already done. That's a thing that's been done. And he probably went, I don't care. Do the thing I said. He definitely killed those 14 patients with bad personality traits like that. Must have been real rough to work for him. And then, of course, she fell asleep at the wheel, right? So he almost definitely gave her some kind of sedative before she went home. I don't know how we're gonna prove that, because he's dead. And she's also dead. Everyone here has died. But we'll figure it out. Well, let's go back and check on Maya. Ah, Mr. Wright. Miss Faye, how's, Mr. Maya? She has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful. Let me see her, please. She is still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. Guess I just have to wait. Gumshoe! The police are here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? You again? What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe? It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective Gumshoe? My name isn't Gumshoe. The two of them went right into the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do for now is wait to see what everyone else has to say. Well, who else is even here? I guess we can't go into the channeling chamber. I mean, maybe we can, but let's check the side room first because it's the furthest away. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? Like, so isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? Yeah? Is she the murderer? Who knows? You know, like the channeling. Channeling? Oh! No, actually, the situation has kind of changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but a murder has taken place. So, like, a murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Yes, a person has killed another person. Oh, that's, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like, totally a bummer. How do you not know what a murder is? Listen, she is obviously a really fun valley girl. She's having a good time. Yeah. After all that effort, that's all she had to say? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Eenie Meenie. Of course it is. Where's Miney and Mo, hon? At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology. Parapsychology? That's right. I think people, like, usually call it occult studies or something. Like, supernatural phenomena, ESP, and psychic powers. That sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law.
Anyway, guess who has to do a Valley Girl accent for basically ever? For this lady. Oh. Oh. Have fun, Fier. Oh. It's not actually as hard as it sounds like it will be. It's just a lot of remembering to ask a question when I am making a statement.
So what brings you here today? So I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium? Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. 'Cause, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. I see. Then why were you taking a nap here?
Like, I wasn't feeling good. Oh no! That's Etouble! Etouble!
Huh? I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food they serve for lunch. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. So I, like, felt sick and came here to, like, sleep. I totally feel like I've wasted my time because I, like, slept a long time. If this woman isn't a murderer... I actually don't remember who the murderer in this case is. So, you were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. So you don't know anything about the murder that took place? Like, what? Oh, that. I, like, totally know nothing.
Nah, don't bother checking. We'll all be surprised together.
So, who was, like, you know, killed? The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. I thought we were about to get an anime breakdown there for a sec, but she's just doing a dance. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? Oh, there goes her anime breakdown. I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? That's not exactly what Dr. Gray said. Huh? Well, like, a long, long time ago, I was, like, a patient. Yeah. She sounds like she's trying to hide something. Do we have anything in the court record? Nope, we have 0 things in the court record. She's definitely trying to hide something, but we don't have anything. She's like 100%. She's like 100% suspicious. I love that. There's no one here, as usual. Ah! Hey, how are you? You're Pearl, right? Silent as ever. What's that she's got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. We're gonna try our best to talk to little Purgly. Is it gonna work? Absolutely not. Who here thinks Phoenix knows how to talk to children? I don't, that's for sure. Darn right, chat. He does not know nothing about nothing. Look at her little shocked face. She's so cute. What is it? Is it my spiky hair? Is it spiky? Not spiky enough? I love that. Too spiky, not spiky enough. Thanks, Phoenix. Introverted weirdo who likes to meow like a cat online. That's my description. Meow. Wow. Wait, where's the good meow? I can do a decent meow. Oh wait, no. You guys can't hear that because my mic peeks out the kitten meow. It peeks out the puddin' beeps. Wow. 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 Usually, anyway. Maybe it won't. Anyway, Phoenix is terrible at talking to children. Source, this child. Murderous octopi who somehow adopted a child or two. I would never murder anyone on purpose. Unless I was very hungry. Okay. Look, shrimpies don't count as people. I mean, people count as people. And I guess I did tell you about that one time. But in my defense, I was very hungry. Well, nobody's here. We allowed in the channeling chamber? The police are busily running here and there, and I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey, you! Don't touch anything! Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal. I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? Milk! Milk used to be the stand-in replacement for alcohol in JRPGs where they couldn't have alcohol for the rating reasons in the US. So there's a lot of milk bars in JRPGs. About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room after all. But Maya is... You can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional. And yet, something about his expression still looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead. But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife? A knife? Well, after being stabbed, the final blow was the shot from the gun. Yeah, but we heard 2 gunshots. Anything else to talk about? No. Oh, wait. Let's look to the... Oh, yeah. Sometimes when you do that, you can find another person. Pickles! Pickles is the name we gave to Canoxy when we were playing Guild Wars 1. Because it was the name of somebody's cat, and all of the villains that we hated the most got cat names so that we could make fun of them and style on them. Justicar Hadleon got called Mr. Mittens. That's why I insistently call him Mr. Mittens. Because that's what my friends called him when we were playing Guild Wars 1. Technically, this is an endgame shop that only sells endgame items. But, like, it's one of those joke endgame shops that sells quote-unquote endgame items that are one of a kind, but only, like, one of them actually does anything useful, and the other ones are just silly. Oh! You know what we should do for Halloween? I should play Death's Gambit for all of you. Death's Gambit is a very hard game. It's, one of those Hollow Knight-like, well, no, it's not actually like Hollow Knight. It's a Metroidvania. But the plot of it is eldritch monsters. Eldritch monster that feeds on nightmares wants more nightmares to eat. Kind of? Well, you'll see, you'll see. I'll see if I can get it to work, and if I can get it to work, we'll play some Death's Gambit. It is one of those games that is spooky, spooky horror. The horror is not like, oh, jump scare. The horror is, excuse me, what? You paired on? What's doing what now? It's great. It is, how I say, it is psychological horror. Yes, I calm everyone down. That's true. I do have a tendency to go visit the Cat Cafe channel when I do horror games. Fier, can I be a cool shopkeeper instead? Yeah. I figured you'd want to be one of those shopkeepers like is in the Phantom Village. You know, the guys that sell the good endgame stuff like Arise and stuff that are hiding. Secret dudes. Oh, where were we going? Oh yeah, the only other place we can go, Korean Village. We took ourselves a train. She's probably scared out of her wits after having seen a murder take place right near here. Go, don't let it be me next! Eek! Don't scare me like that! What do you mean? You're the one scared... You're the one scaring me! If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands. Mine! Did you see or notice anything that stuck out at you? Nah. Well, maybe one thing. What is it? It turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. Huh? What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you. This is just too much, I say. What is too much? Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff, so I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now. Going after photos more within your reach from now on? More glamour, less gore? What's up? Oh yeah! What is it? I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures of the murder scene inside. Actually did, too even. The Seance murder. I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. Lotta! Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop of the century. Ooh, etc. I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. And why does it feel like we've been through this before? Because we have! Last game we were! Hey, can you give me a picture? She was like, oh, I'll just give it to the cops. And we were like, no, give it to us. We're better than the cops. We're the defense lawyer. Oh yeah, in case chat's wondering what I'm munching on, I made some curry chicken soup. The chicken got spiced with a whole bunch of spicy spice. And then fried up separately, so that it would be crispy skinned. And then I put spinach stems in to replace green beans. And then I put in little carrot bits. And there's lots of like curry spice and tasty things in there. And it's thickened up all with ghee. Ghee. That is one syllable and I still can't always get it right. Butter. It's fancy clarified butter. Aw, come
on, Val. Bodegas have cats. That's just how it is. What is a bodega without a cat? Useless to me. That's what it is. We don't have bodegas as commonly here. But we do have little corner stores what have cats in them. Okay. I guess we're going back to the meditation room to see what we can find. It's giving us a title card. Well, yeah, of course. A little corner shop's going to need somebody who's armed. How are the police going to get there? You got to be able to point a rifle at teenagers so that 4Kids has to censor it out or delete the episode. That's how it works. Have any water?
Oh dear, madame. You have such impeccable timing.
Like, what's all the buzz?
Alright, everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm gonna give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not going to be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police, and I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. Oh, so are we just gonna wander around in the dark? No, we didn't. We got up in the morning. Okay, we kind of went to bed.
That's good of us.
Morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point.
Good work, Phoenix. You went to sleep.
I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention center ASAP.
Nick!
Maya!
What am I gonna do? I never imagined I would turn out like this.
Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here in this detention center.
I finally get to see you again, and
it's not your fault. You didn't do it.
No, I did it. I killed that person.
But that wasn't you.
It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so...
I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but...
You don't have to be nice to me. I understand.
There's probably nothing here to examine, but I'm curious anyway. This guard monitors the visitor's room. I wonder if he's bored. Not that I can tell, since he never looks over this way. Smile, you're on candid camera.
Oh wow, that joke is ancient! For those of you that don't know, Candid Camera was an old prank show. They weren't a prank show like, say, more modern prank shows are. They did a lot more, like, quote-unquote harmless pranks. My favorite one of their, like, harmless pranks was, they went to a wine tasting and took a bottle of wine and poured 4 glasses and then hid the bottle of wine and then had wine tasters taste like each glass. So, to be like, yeah. It was very silly. Alright. We hydrate as chat demands. Oh yeah. Then it's time for a big stretch. Big stretch. Oh. Ah. Alright. Here we go. And for a body break. Am I busy with recording tonight? Yes. I am dying. I'm just trying to keep ahead of myself so I can have weekend day to me. Okay. Yeah, and also you should go to bed. at a real time so you can go to school in the morning. We can play Guild Wars 2 on Friday. Yeah, be a responsible, be a responsible anglerfish and go to bed. And for body break, shoulder press this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I know you don't wanna, but you also don't want to see people take away your devices for staying up at weird hours and being too eepy to go to school. Nobody likes that. Exactly. Riddle me this, eh? Riddle me this, riddle me that. I've got to make a riddle for a cat. I will say, I almost gave you guys an extremely classic riddle, what have I got in my pocket? But that is not a real riddle, and you'd have to have read The Hobbit for that one. You guys, no, I'm not going to use that one. That was too easy. You've heard of Batman. Now have you heard of Batcat? I feel like that's definitely a thing. I feel like DC Comics would not have passed up the chance to do that. DC Crypto the Superdog is a real character. Comics would never pass up the chance. DC Batmite is a real character. Would never pass up the chance to have a Batcat. They definitely would have. I feel like especially in the Golden Age, they definitely would have. Honestly, Bat Anglerfish sounds like a real monster. Yeah, Catman is already an enemy of Batman. He builds giant mechanical cats. Okay. Oh, I've got a riddle for you. He knows just what to do with Thing 1 and Thing 2. Good luck with that. Sticking to Batcat. Well, dang. I thought that would be too old a reference for you guys to get right away. But yes, I am undone. The Cat in the Hat. Timeless.
So, you're the master or something of the Crane School of Channeling?
Actually, my mother is for now. But since that title has passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday.
But many people think that channeling isn't real, that it's all just an act.
You believe in us, don't you?
Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. When Mia's channeling a spirit, not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomena that occurs every time. The game is reminding us many times that that's true. It happened this time too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call that nurse, so Mia's body must have taken on the nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? Of course I've read The Cat in the Hat, and One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, and Horton Hears a Who, and a decent chunk of the Dr. Seuss books. That's fair. I liked the Dr. Seuss books. I was, also quite... When I was very small, we had a lot of them in the library. We had a lot of the older ones, too, like Bartholomew and the Oobleck. And stuff like that. Our dentist office had green eggs and ham. So every time we went to the dentist office, I tried to memorize a little bit more of it. We went once a year. And I had the whole thing memorized after a while. I was very proud of myself. That was little me's favorite thing to do. Memorize books and stuff.
I cannot do it anymore, but I used to just be like, I can read that book to me. Oh, 1 million beacons to buy a house. It costs the same amount to buy a house as to change the game? That's crazy. Uh-oh. I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him. Okay. We closed our eyes, and I began the channeling. This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness. Then you don't remember a single thing. When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? Yeah, Val lives in the mod room. I don't know where it is. Steph has a lot of things in the Horatio Lear Memorial Library and Aquarium. I will claw your eyes out if you touch my belly because you are a cat. Exactly 2 pets. No more. I'll get you guys Sad Cat Diaries. Those are funny. They're by the same person who does those true facts about whatever animal. And they're very silly. What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move, and it was unbearable. Really suffocating. It went something like that. I see. I have no idea what to say to that. There was a really familiar smell, too. Under the ground? Yeah. I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that same scent before. I guess this is about all the information I'm gonna gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay? Huh? It? What is it? The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course. But... what's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. No one's decided that yet. But I did. I killed that person with these 2 hands. That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure. Stop it. Help me. Nick, help me. I'm scared. Don't worry, I will. When is the trial? It sounds like tomorrow. As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going. Wait. This jewel. This is called Magatama. It's a magical charm and it's always protected me. Hey, the Magatama! Ah, Blue Seed reference! It's not actually a Blue Seed reference. The Magatama are real things that people really did use back in ye olden days as basically representations of spiritual power and protection charms and stuff like that. But, Blue Seed reference! If you guys have never seen Blue Seed, it is a 90s anime. I think it's 90s, might be late 80s. Well, either way, it's very good and I like it a lot. You will have to forgive it some of its, like, silliness. Because the silliness in it is, well, it can be a little off-putting for some folks, but otherwise it is a very good anime. 1994! Woo! I did it! I love Blue Seed a lot. That prediction software works! Blue Seed is the original Inuyasha Kagome situation. Aww! I spent a bunch of time scratching Shiki Bee's tummy. Her tummy is very soft. It is. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. Nice! We got a magic rack. Anything else to say? Nope. Sorry, I still need to watch a lot of old animes. You do! I will help you do that. Inuyasha is good. It was great. I guess we're going to visit Pearl. I have to save Maya no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? Oh, fun fact piece! Oh. Okay. Think, 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 think. Oh! You guys probably already know this. But Winnie the Pooh is based on a real bear. The bear was the mascot of a regiment stationed in Winnipeg, which is a city in Manitoba in Canada. That is why the bear is called that thing that I said. Winnie is just short for Winnipeg. But you guys probably already know that, which is neat. The other thing that you probably already know, but I'm going to tell you again anyway, is that the depiction of Winnie the Pooh with the red shirt and the yellow clothes is still Disney. But any depictions of Winnie the Pooh other than that are copyright free. Because copyright lapsed. Lots of copyrights lapsed. About a year or two ago? Yeah. Which means that as long as you aren't depicting Winnie the Pooh and Christopher Robin and so on and so forth, as the exact same way that Disney does, guess what? You're there! Oh yes, also, I suppose it's important to note, Christopher Robin was a real kid. It was his stuffed animals that populate the 100-acre woods. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious! Woo! Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious when you see the sound of it. Anyway, moving on. We do all love long, silly words. Ibophobia. Fanfiction story time. So, sometimes when people make fanfiction on account of they like to show off a little bit, they will leave the Japanese version of a name. Or of a name or like a term that's used regularly. And one of those terms often is partner, which is pronounced Ibo. Well, not very well, but just trust me that it's kind of close enough. So when I read that, I was like, what? Fear of your partner? I would never! So I was like, why would I be afraid of be afraid of my best pal? You know, the good member of staff who doesn't suck. There are other good members of staff, but she's the one that lets me ride around and borrow her hands. Someday. Even mediums in training, I'd wager, but it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. Ah! Let's see if we can track down Pearl. Is she out here again? She's little, the garden's little. Clearly she's out here. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school?
I love how we both thought that way. Oh, hey, like, you're that guy from yesterday? Like, dentist guy? No, I'm a lawyer. That's right. Mr. Smith, Esquire. That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong. My name is right. Smith, right? Well, like, 3 letters at least. She is right. 3 of those letters are correct. She did get, like, 3 of those letters. I don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here? So, like... Oh, right. Anyway, why are you here? So, like, I study this thing called parapsychology at this college, and, you told me about that yesterday. The sesame allergy, too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. Nah, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? If Lada ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomena, it's right here.
Meow. Yeah, why not? Of course you can wander around. I can't tell you what you can and cannot do. Staff can tell you, though. They're like that. What do you mean am I letting another cat in here? What a silly question. Why wouldn't I let every cat in? I like cats. They're cute. You don't even take care of the enrichment cat you have. I do! I feed her and love her and clean up. Staff. Pierre, tell staff to let me out. Staff, where's the mod room? They say we don't have a mod room. Who told you that? I think that means they do, but they don't want me to know. That's okay. Back to the video game. Let's talk to the funny lady.
So, why are you still here today?
Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here.
Like what?
Like, the medium's training, or, like, how they inherit their spiritual power.
I suppose this village is the real thing after all.
So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer.
She sure seems like the carefree type, at least on the surface. Have you heard about the murder?
It's, like, totally scary,
she says, with a silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow, I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. About the victim, Dr. Gray.
I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait. I think you asked about him, like, yesterday, too.
That's right. Her reaction yesterday when I asked was... You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right?
I don't know any Dr. Gray.
Oh, really? That's not exactly what Dr. Gray said.
Huh? Well, like, a long, long time ago, I was, like, a patient. Yeah.
Okay, she's definitely hiding something from me.
Like, is something wrong? Oh, did you find the thing? The door stopper? The little thing on the wall that when you go when you pull back, it goes ping, pong. That thing I love. That thing I love so much. Staff does not love that I love it. Yeah! I love that thing. If you're small, like me, and you go to pwing it, you can just reach back, pwing it, and then if you hold on and you let go just right, you go whoosh! And Staff goes, "Are you serious right now?" Because it catapults you real good. You might be too big. You are a cat, and I am only 4 centimeter. But I love the thing that goes. Ooh, maintenance for Splatoon 3 has begun. That means Grand Festival is soon. It's soon. So excited. I don't know who's gonna win the Splatfest, but I'm excited no matter what. Yeah. You better believe Friday night at 9, we are going straight there. Straight to murder. It's gonna be beautiful. And then no more Sploon till Sploon 4. Who knows? I am Team Future. At least for this Splatfest, I've decided whatever happens, happens. I love my team dearly, but I need to go with my heart. My heart is too powerful. We haven't been to the channeling chamber yet. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take the chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Bah! Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I am on my way to go meet Mystic Maya, and I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. She is one scary lady. Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night, as did I. I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too, while I have the chance. If my calculations are correct, if I jump with enough force, I'll make it up to that shelf. 100% foolproof, no wrongs. Good luck! Welcome in, Frostbear! We're playing Phoenix Wright! Justice for all! Clinging onto the drawer handle is this time-honored tradition. Oh, you're gonna explode, eh? Why? Did you not get enough tacos? I know a robot that if you don't give it enough tacos, he'll explode. Someone help, it's like a 2-foot drop. Oh no, you were too many big for the little, for the thing that goes boing. Aww. What do you mean you don't land on your feet? Oh no, not a normal cat! Your spinal column rotation isn't good enough. Ah! Cats are weird like that. I like them. No! Don't explode! It's okay, I sneak out all the time and staff doesn't care. They do care. But they can't do anything about it. Ha! All they can do is make me work. And then I get sad. Okay, let's talk to this lady. I'd like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? That man murdered me. So I killed him. Maya?
Step away from there! Please, leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police.
I love that it's giving us flashbacks that happened, like, literally 2 seconds ago. To us. It was yesterday, technically, but you know.
What happened here in this room after I left?
Well,
first, I struck Mystic Maya on the head to make her go unconscious, correct? That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique. Spirit severing technique? The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world.
I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. Yes and no. The answer is kind of. So, the thing is that the way that this would go in a regular court of law in, like, North America very generally is what would happen is they would use that testimony to demonstrate the murderer's mental state at the time. So, like, she'd still totally go to prison. But they would basically just be demonstrating, like, hey, she wasn't in her right mind.
By the way, what is this room exactly? The channeling chamber? This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday. What do you mean? Sometimes, when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday. Revolt? But how? When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and her self steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir. But isn't that extremely dangerous? An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit. But Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling. And that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling upon a danger upon the client himself. I am grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. And that is? Oh, it is the folding screen there. It is the Kurain Sacred Writings. Along with the Kurain Sacred Urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one... Oh, the inhumanity.
Odd for her to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. We'll examine it, don't you worry. Welcome in, Raymond! We're playing Phoenix Wright. Maya's on trial for murder. Again! Done with Fractal Rush! Congrats! Oh yes, Val, you'll be thrilled. Fractal Rush is going on. We're going to do so many fractals. We're going to get you a Troubleshooter Star or whatever it is they're giving us. We're going to rush all fractals. Every fractal. Yeah! It's a special event in the game. In Guild Wars 2 right now. I forget, is it 10 fractals you have to do or something like that? Or is it like... Anyway, it gives you an accessory with a +10 in it, which you can break down into 2 +9s, which are useful to us. Oh, right. Each fractal tier is worth a different amount of points. I never noticed because I just do T4s. And I'm like, done. We did it. Solved. Solutions. I'll help you get more AR. And better rings, too. Oh, if you've been doing fractals enough with me, you'll have some perfect... You'll have some, perfect... Fractal relics and perfect fractal relics or something. And you'll be able to trade the perfect ones in for stats you need on your rings. There's 2 pristine. Yeah! Fractal relics and pristine fractal relics. Yeah! And you've been doing World versus World with us too, at least a little bit. So you might have enough skirmish tickets to trade in for some, like a ring or an accessory too. And all of your AR primarily is going to come from your rings. I'll show you how to attune and infuse them too, so you can get 3 slots on each ring. And plug all your +9s into them. Because if you've got 3 slots on 2 rings that are +9 each, then you've got 3 times 2 times 9. And that's 6 times 9. And do you know how many that is? That's 54 AR. All by itself. Can someone open the drawer for me? Steph! Steph, open the drawer for the kitty. No, I can't do it. I'm too small. Okay, there was that one time I wedged a drawer open. And then you shut it on me. They did that to prove a point. Anyway, back to the game. The game that we're actually playing tonight.
So, how is Pearl today? Mr. Wright. Yes? In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master. That's very impressive. Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy, and that is the pride of the Branch family. Wow, she's really fired up now. In any case, our world is so different from yours. Perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir. Quit? Quit what? Let's see if she has anything to say. Oh my. What is it? That is Mystic Maya's Magatama. Why would you have this in your possession? I'm sorry. Return it to Mystic Maya at once. Yes, madame. Why did I feel like I was being scolded by my own mother just now? Alright, time to examine the heck out of this. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels on this flooring. The straw in that flooring feels a little damp, probably from all the humidity in the air. No matter what I do, my eyes keep getting drawn to the pool of blood in the center here. It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen. It also looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of sacred text written on it, but I can't read it. This is a hole. Could it have been made by a bullet?
Yes! We're getting there! Because I can't help it all. Oh, I am not contained. They are very bad at containing me. I'm gonna go to the water. Ooh! Ooh! I can show you the giant stairs. I told you, they're probably for Dagon. Or Cthulhu or somebody. They're really big... They're really big stairs. Okay, in the harbor here. I've shown pictures of them before to Discord. But in the harbor here, there's these really big stone stairs, and they go into the sea. And I don't know who they're for to get out of the sea, but they're really big. And I want to go to them, so that I can go into the sea and look and see if there's somebody sleeping down there. Yeah! They go into the sea. I want to go to the sea. I do too. I love the sea. The ocean!
The ocean is like regular water, but way too big.
You'd like the sea. The sea is nice. It's cold and it's dark. Okay, maybe it's wet and maybe if you breathe oxygen. Oxygen. You probably shouldn't be in the sea. Anyway, we got a folding screen.
Well, then I do believe it's time for me to take my leave. Alright, please tell Maya I said hi.
What was that?
I mean Mystic Maya? I will tell her. Is this the mirror that I'm examining? I guess this is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface, and some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. I guess they're used during the channeling. Well, we looked at all that blood. The meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy-looking door. That lock on it is broken, because, well, I broke it. It doesn't seem possible, but I managed to break it pretty badly. Good work, Phoenix. When we want to do something bad enough, people can sometimes do the most amazing things.
There's always a lab around here somewhere. There's aquarium. They gotta have cool stuff. I want to go to the Winding Way because I want to see if that, Hey, Pearl!
Ah, you surprised me. And how are you today? I guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. Huh? She's still holding something in her hand. It looks like the same thing she had yesterday. Well, Maya did tell us to present this thing to her. Oh, yeah, Maya said to give this to you. Ah, I'm in trouble now. If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the next one they're channeling.
Ah! That's Mystic Maya!
Huh? She actually spoke.
Who are you?
I'm Phoenix Wright. I worked with Maya.
You worked with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right?
Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked Nick up from.
I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone.
Oh no, baby! What?
So then, of course! You're going to help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're going to do, right?
Well, yeah, I will.
Oh, wow. It was like a beautiful fairy tale.
Fier Pearl is me for real, right? Right? We told you, didn't we? Did chat not tell you? Chat told you, Maya's you for real. Pearl is you for real. Mm-hmm.
Too many characters out there being you for real. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes. It must be true love.
What? Why am I being boiled into a red lobster by this little kid?
I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. Ah, what a wonderful relationship.
Wait, I mean, things aren't like...
I can tell you're a good person. All right, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm going to help you in any way that I can.
What a cutie! I forgot how adorable this small child was. She's so cute. Pearl, are you friends with Maya?
I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her.
Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered.
Usually, when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad.
Oh, sorry.
But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her.
Where in the world did she get an idea like that?
By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from?
Which channeling school?
Yes. For example, I study the Korean technique.
I get it. No, I'm a lawyer.
Liar?
Yep.
Is that related to spirit mediums in any way?
None that I know of. Wait, are you telling me that you don't know what a lawyer is?
I'm sorry, but I have no idea.
Maya did say Pearl doesn't know much of the outside world. Oh, baby! She doesn't know nothing about nothing. She doesn't know nothing about nothing.
Oh, little... No. She's too cute. She's cuter than me. No. It's okay. There's so much cute in this world.
So what's that you've got there, Pearl?
Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want it, I can give it to you.
I do. Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me.
You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick.
She not only speaks in a refined manner, but she laughs in one too.
Mr. Nick?
Yes, Pearls? I can call you that, right? You're too cute to just call you Pearl.
Sure. Mr. Nick, are you sure it's okay for me to have this Megatama?
Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you.
But I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Megatama with spiritual energy.
Spiritual energy?
Please take this. I'm sure it will be helpful.
What do you mean?
It will let you see other people's secrets.
See people's secrets?
Yes. If it's all right with you, I'd like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding a secret.
She's such a cutie. I forgot she did this. I need to examine that box. Because I didn't and it wasn't here yesterday. Hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today.
She's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter?
What? No. How old do you think I am? Huh. Now where did this box come from? I'm sure that wasn't here last night. It looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. It's mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. Oh no, not a mini stroke. Alright, she definitely knows something. I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray. I totally don't know him. What's that?
You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart.
Huh, what?
This is the power of the Megatama. Only you can see these Psylocks, Mr. Nick.
Psylocks, huh? The more someone wants to hide their secrets, the more locks you will see.
If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it.
Unlock? But how?
Please use Mystic Maya's Megatama on this person. And let's remove the lock.
I'm so proud of this little child.
Oh no! Don't use the electrical outlet. It's full of electricals. It's an outlet for them. They've got to have someplace. Got to have someplace to go.
I'm so proud of this little child, Fair Luna 2024.
I mean, to be fair, I am proud of all little childs. Even the ones in my chat. Who are not literal childs, it's just that's how you get called. Munch, munch, munch.
Yes, she's just like, I am Rick. In the background behind the lock, exactly.
Fear is lying. She ain't proud of me. How dare you? How dare you? Charlatan! Flim flabber! Etc. Forgot all the other words for con man. But I do remember that the con man ponies in My Little Pony Friendship is Magic were named Flim and Flam. Or maybe it was just one con pony named Flim Flammer. Either way, it was funny. I love meeting Mr. Flammer. It's great.
I have no idea what she's talking about, but guess I'll give it a try.
You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop. Uh-oh.
Well, I've got to start somewhere. Let's give this Psylocke thing a try. I don't know. Do we have anything? I don't think we have anything. Yeah, let's not.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to name somebody Flim Flammer. Hey, it's you, pal.
So, you're gonna be our lawyer, I bet. Yes. Oh. I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying this kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. I'm not scary, honest. Wow, I never knew Gumshoe liked kids. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How about this? It's a real, genuine pistol. Detective Gumshoe? What are you doing showing her something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we've got a few pieces. You've got proof? Yeah, pal. That puffy-haired photographer's going to testify tomorrow. Not again! He must be talking about Lotta, actually. Speaking of Lotta... I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside. Lotta's hot pictures. I wonder what her camera captured. Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it. What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? Poor little Pearly. About Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some newspapers from last year and... Huh? I could have sworn I cut an article out, but I guess I must have lost it. He's searching through his pockets, and boy, are those big. Huh. It looked really interesting, too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? A copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy to the office when he came by. About Maya's trial tomorrow. I've got 2 pieces of news for you, pal. 2? Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So, which do you want to hear first? I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not gonna like it. Alright, pal. Well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma. What? Von Karma?
To be fair, Phoenix thinks this is Von Karma, not Von Karma.
This Von Karma. Manfred Von Karma? He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. The horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Wait a sec. But didn't Von Karma stand trial and... Oh, that's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Successor? So, who is this successor to Von Karma? Literally, pal. It's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. His kid became a prosecutor real young. Like, 13. And hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Kid, huh? Wait a sec. 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about... Ah, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. Yeah. Franziska! You're right. Franziska!
She has a whip. She will use it on us. She has zero compunctions about that.
Didn't know she was like that. You'll see, she whips you in court.
Franziska does not care. Oh yeah, you'll see. You foolish fool, dreaming your foolish dreams. I'll get a good voice for her, don't you worry. That country's got a lot of stuff and is a great place to develop a person's talents. Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. And I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Ah, yes, the DL6 incident. Edgeworth! My boy! My beautiful boy!
Stop it! Get over it, Phoenix.
He didn't kiss you at the end of that case, and now you'll never be over it.
That person is already gone.
No! Oh boy. Alright, let's go look back at the, Okay. Back to... We gotta go back to our office. If I eat half my cardboard, can I sleep in the closet? Phew. It feels like I've been gone forever. It's okay, we use mix instead of miss or mister in cases like these. I do not know what the gender-neutral equivalent of ma'am and sir is. I don't think there is one, but I think we can make something up or use other fun titles. We can't use my lord or my lady, on account of those are obviously gendered. Oh, and Marchioness is also gendered. It's a girl. Oh. And my liege is too fancy. And your Royal Highness is too fancy.
Hmm.
Yum, yum, yum. You do too. Or we could just say never mind and use whatever titles we want. I routinely am like, I'm King of the Octopi. Ah, King is a title. Prosecutor. Yes. Mix Val, prosecutor.
But it's only been one day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought from the other day? Ah, here it is. Right on top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. Newspaper clip. Did that say newspaper clipping 1? That means we're gonna have so many newspaper clippings.
Choo choo. We had to take a train to get up here.
Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day, and hey, it's that news story! The one about the malpractice suit. Yeah, 14 patients died and it caused a huge stink.
Yeah, as it would.
Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident and the nurse died in? Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal. This is for you. Alright, thanks. Newspaper clipping 2, eh?
Me. Oh, you guys remember how I asked where Meanie Miney was? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo? Remember how I asked how that was? Me, meanie, nurse at Gray Surgical Clinic, died after falling asleep at the wheel. Remember how I asked? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Wait, eeny, meeny, I bet... Okay, we're going. I think we have what we need. Yeah, let's go. Thank you. I do got this. Alright, let's give this Psylocke business a try.
I'm gonna ask you again. Did you know Dr. Gray?
I totally don't know that guy. Like, you're totally more persistent than a roach. Bang!
This girl is hiding something. I'm sure of it. I guess I'll have no choice but to remove this lock. Alright, so first I have to use Maya's Magatama. Oh, do we present it? Oh wait, no. That's not how we present things.
Bang!
The victim. Eeny meeny, I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is.
I told you, like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof?
While it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person, I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him.
Like, what do you mean, like, indirectly?
I should try to show that the possibility existed for now. So something that shows a possible connection between Innie and Dr. Gray.
Meeny miny. Mimi miny.
Bang. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is that? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Miney? Miney is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Miney wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? I'm pretty sure Mimi Miney is her sister. So you noticed, she was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse? Perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic?
Body bang. Oh no! The vibes! Alright, we hydrate as chat demands. Woo! And a big stretch. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. We are gonna be so strong today when we're done. I'm gonna be able to lift everything. Okay. We're gonna do skull crushers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now back to it.
Gray Surgical Clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister.
Why is she eating her hat? Oh. Her hat is very cute. Also, I should like to point out she has the little curl that people get when they're dumb in animes. She's hiding her dopey curl. Yeah, that little cowlick. I must. Oh yeah, her hairstyle is very cute. Oh, that's not impossible to get. You can do those. Those are soda can curls at the bottom. Well, that's not what they're called there, but those are soda can curls. They're not hard to get unless your hair is actually already curly, in which case, good luck! Curly hair doesn't hold curls that you try to put there on purpose, because it hates you and wants you to be sad.
Shattered! We got her! Got her, Your Honor! Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. My sister's name was Mimi Miney. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that like Dr. Gray was really tough on people. Like a total slave driver. My sis was like always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? So is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? That guy like drove my sis so hard. So like that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice. Yeah, like I think that was the doctor's fault too. My sis was pushed by like everyone's expectations and like her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to death. Oh, I'm sorry. So, like, are we done? I've, like, already told my story to, like, everyone.
Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how the psych lock works.
Oh, sorry, psyche lock. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to.
The lock this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Don't pry into my heart. Only if we play the Persona games. I don't know if I can play the Persona games on this channel. There's that one monster. If you guys have played the Persona games, you know the monster I am talking about. he's, oh boy. He's not allowed on stream. YouTube would get me for sure. They'd be like, ma'am, how dare you? You cannot. Yeah, you know the monster immediately then. He's not allowed on stream. I want to examine that urn. It's a really old urn. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. It looks like something with a long history. No, it is interesting. You don't understand, Phoenix. That urn is probably extremely interesting. Do I have anything else to talk to you about? Nope. Well, we've been basically everywhere else. Mr. Nick? Hmm? What's wrong? I've never left Kurain Village. Really? Wow, that's, pretty amazing. You are going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi. Hey, wait! She ran off, again. Well, I know Amy's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm gonna save Maya. And I don't even know if I should go there with a smile or a straight face. Well, either way, that's where we're going. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? That voice! Mia! Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Mia. She's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. Yeah, death would force you to retire, I'll bet. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad. Mia, you can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But... So tell me all about it. I'm going to guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. Are we shocked? Is anyone shocked? I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is? Tell me, please. Believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is. And I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. Can't have dreams? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. She was in the box! You guys, she was in the box!
Didn't do the crime, get Phoenix. Did the crime, get Saul.
Poor Jimmy. Okay, story time. Story time. And I need to preface this by saying I don't actually care for Breaking Bad very well, and I didn't watch a lot of Better Call Saul, but I tried very hard to enjoy it, because it's the kind of thing that I should have been like, neat. But then I was like, nah, actually this isn't for me. But that's okay. I will tell you this right now. I do like Better Call Saul better than I like Breaking Bad, which I don't like at all. Because Breaking Bad is just about one guy who's way too prideful for his own good, and is like, I will never accept help. And then it's the consequences of him, it's not even consequences, he's just a bad person, and he's like, I'm going to use this as an excuse to be a terrible person. And like, that's the story. That's it. He's a bad person, and he gets worse. But with Better Call Saul, Jimmy's a good guy. He starts out as a decent person, and he just kind of gives that up as he's going to succeed. Like, I will say, I didn't watch every single episode, but like, all the way through, it's just this descent from, I'm a good guy trying to do the right thing, to sometimes you have to get your hands dirty to do the right thing, to, fine, so what if you think I'm a bad person? I'm doing what I can here with what I've been dealt, to kind of like completely becoming Saul. And it's really tragic, and it made me sad. Anyway, that is all. I thought you all should know that. I don't know why I decided you needed to hear about that one, but it's important that you learn.
From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Then, what does that mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. A setup? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow, and know how she was, and show how she was set up. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, you've already...
Ah! I will do this again. I will do it.
If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already hold the key. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key I hold. A green jewel is set in the center of the key's grip. Mia, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happening in this case. This key? Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. Oh, she's right! She is absolutely right. That key can't be with me.
Yeah.
Maya was locked in that room by herself, right? She had the key. But what if she didn't? What if someone else had hold of it? Exactly! So Maya's locked in the box. What school of channeling are you from?
Do you suppose Eenie Meenie can channel?
Do you suppose Miss Eenie Meenie, dressed up as Maya, channeled the spirit of her sister and was like, yeah, get him!
What schools of channeling are there? I don't know. We just know that there are other ones because of what Pearl said. Look, I remember the first game because it's where all my Edgeworth stuff is. A lot of the best Edgeworth stuff is in that first game, and have you seen him? He's beautiful. If I were a used Edgeworth salesman, I would slap the roof of that boy and be like, "Dang, he can fit so much trauma in him." Exactly. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Listen, he's fine. He's just got PTSD and a serious phobia of earthquakes. And a lot of unresolved trauma and grief. Oh, you're fine. You'll get there. I'm gonna eat the last of this little bit of soup. You'll get there. Listen, it's a long road, but it's worth it. A long walk indeed. Anyway.
However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough.
But, how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... At the time, I didn't know. But this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Bang! Mia? What? What's wrong? That's right, only I can see the psyche locks. Which means, Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me, what in the world is going on? Da-na-na! Wow, we even got through the first day today. We're to the court part. Oh no, we're to the part where I need a voice for Franziska. I had a voice. I had a voice once that I used for someone like this. I wonder if I can fem it up a little bit. Just be playing while you talk about your Blorbos. I have so much to talk about my Blorbos. I have so many Blorbo things to say. They're good boys. They're all good boys, Bront. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean...
No, I heard it's his successor this time.
Successor?
Manfred Von Karma?
He was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks. Also, he could win.
He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now, his successor. I wonder what kind of person they'll turn out to be.
It's no good. Mystic Maya! Pearly! You showed up! Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you.
where's your mother? Didn't you two come together?
Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks.
Huh? Then you came all by yourself?
Yep, I snuck out of the manor and followed a map.
Don't tell me you walked all the way here.
Oh, of course not. I ran. I ran. Oh, baby.
I can't. Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train, oh man. Pearly, what about the train?
Huh? What's a train?
I give up.
It's time, isn't it?
I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? To be fair, Manfred did tase her. Like, straight up did tase her. That is a real thing that he did. At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. That's true too. You did save his life. Franziska is better than that though, right? We'll see.
Mr. Edgeworth? Who's that?
Oh, he's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. I still remember him as if it was... I still remember him as if I had just seen him only yesterday. Every trial was a scorching, fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them. But when you're rivals for life... Maya, please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. And he's not coming back.
What?
Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. It's fine. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're facing down his adopted sister in pitched combat.
I forgot to get her a voice again. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? What is with this girl? Ahem! Mr. Wright, are you finally prepared? Huh? Aha! Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me?
Oh no. For gore. Bear with me a minute. Franziska needs a fancy voice, but she's also definitely from Germany. But I don't want to accidentally be Russian. I don't need in old country. But I do need fancy somewhat German. Somewhat German. Yes, somewhat German. This will do. Yeah, okay.
Wait. Somewhat German will do. Is this the somewhat German or are we somewhat French? No, we are somewhat German. Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? Hold on. So this kid is the famed prosecutor Von Karma? I am Franziska Von Karma. The prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany to come to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred Von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Ow! I'm talking. If you interrupt again, my VIP will do... my VIP will do this speaking for me.
I do not need this accent very often. You can tell.
Please speak with your mouth like a normal person, I beg of you.
Yo!
Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of the Von Karma blood have only one fate. And that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What is the defense's position? Your Honor, does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense? Oh, sorry, yes-defied. Or for gore. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of himself. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but... The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. Fear, she said the thing! Yes. Fear, let me be a defense lawyer against her, please. No. Court is no place for that. Witness, your name and occupation? Yes, sir. My name's Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah! Get to the point already? Explain to this court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in this room.
Look at that space! Isn't it convenient that there's a whole bunch of space behind this screen? Like, human-sized space? Isn't it convenient? It sure does seem awfully convenient that there's all this space. I'm sure no one would ever think to hide in this space.
What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? The look of disbelief on the judge's face is... Ahem. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. Ah, that's when they found the victim was already dead, correct?
Sure did.
I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time, Zen. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. Please don't update this autopsy report, I swear. I am so done with updated autopsy reports. I got one of them and I'm never letting it go. Edgeworth, how dare you? I love him anyway. He's such a sweetheart. I love him anyway. Look at him. He's too cute. The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
I hate this man, but I love him. I love him terribly. He's so cute. That's not true. Cute is not how we would describe Edgeworth. He's great. Alas! The ship is him and Phoenix. It's the ship I will sail. If there was ever a Splatfest, I'd be like, that's the one. That's the team. The boys. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Now, why would he have... Oh, sorry, she has a much higher voice than I gave her. Give me a hot second. Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point is that you are making... the point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? There were fingerprints?
Along with the victims, the defendant, Maya Faze, were also on the grip, sir. Yep.
So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon.
I walked right into her hands there. Point blank, huh? So about how far away was it? I was anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point blank? Oh, for people who measure in actual units that you can count easily, that is approximately 30 to 50 centimeters away, I think. Yeah, that's about right. Oh, no, not that laugh again! Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of this foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Excuse me? Gunpowder. Gunpowder. Yeah, okay, that sounds right. Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, I never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Fier, let me be defense against her, please! Ma'am, please, you're making the stands go wild. Val, it's you. You're the stands. It's you. You did it. Someone get my mod some water. They're very thirsty. This is like that night we were all thirsty for Edgeworth and you were just there like, excuse me, what? What do you see in this man? He's mean to us. He's mean to Phoenix and he's kind of a jerk and I think he's cheating. And I'm just here like, she's literally whipping us in court. Yeah. You know how in like comedy pieces there'll be like this whole thing where basically the entire cast except for one person is like, wow. And that one person is like, I don't see what you guys see. And then somebody else walks by and they're like, whoa. And everyone else is like, you good? This is that. We did it. Stabbed. And what was he stabbed with? Fruit knife.
I see. And whose knife was it?
Looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, Maya Faye's fingerprints are all over it.
All over it, huh? This does not look good. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Okay, I think I got the hang of what her accent's gonna sound like. Maybe.
How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
Half an inch is a whole centimeter, approximately. Oh no. Is that the Awuga wolf? Is that the wolf going like eyeballs out, just thumping the floor like thump 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 thump? The cartoon wolf? It definitely is. Maybe it is. Yeah, it definitely is. We love the Warner Brothers wolf here.
This testimony makes Maya look like she stabbed him with the intent to kill. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep. Sure as can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What a pain. That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well, the court accepts them into evidence.
Knife!
The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. And the 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them? This does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there? Oh, that is quite true, Mr. Wright. Yes? Well, even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See? Just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you would change your plea in less than 10 minutes. What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. I'd better think this through all the way.
Not guilty!
If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to a murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be destroyed, and she'd be labeled a murderer. A murderer! I can't let that happen. Your Honor! Well, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective! Yes, sir? Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike. Yes, sir. Well, now, see here. Proceedings are run by... Eek! Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Man, it is really hard to get the F sound on the V's that I'm supposed to try to get for that, but we're doing our best. Evidence instead of evidence. You guys can hear it, right? I'm trying. Trying so hard.
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Thanks, Chad. I'm glad you think I'm doing great.
Oh, so this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. Yeah, I see. The court accepts this into evidence. All right, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? Ha! What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of a testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing.
She does that in the Japanese version, too.
Because, like, she is a foreign speaker of the language. A lot of katakana in her text.
Far as I remember, anyway.
Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? You're kind of scary today, you know, pal? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court. All right, just please stop glaring at me like that. Mia's costume? Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Yeah, she's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Was she not allowed to wear anything else? As you can see, it's covered in blood. This blood on the costume. Lab results show that it was the victim's blood.
Oh no! Rabble, rabble! I get to be a freak sometimes, okay? Yeah, you do. Everyone does. That's the rules.
So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. Were there any other clues you could glean from the piece of evidence? Oh, we said gleam instead of glean. Translation error. Well... If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad. Not enough time. Time to move on. Oh, yes. Ms. Von Karma is perfectly correct. Now even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Why is Ms. Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. Well, probably that. There must be a clue somewhere in this costume. Is probably that. The big ol' hole. The ginormous hole. I just have to look harder. Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There is no way for you to poke a hole in it. LOL! Arrgh, looks like my time is up. So about the costume. Your Honor. Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. Oh yeah, Francisca's gonna be fine. What? What are you talking about, pal? She knows! She knows! Where is this problem you're talking about? I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. That's gonna have to be good enough. There's a big old hole. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. Oh, the sleeve? Well, there is a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder? It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that this must be a bullet hole. Order! 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 This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more. Whoops, that's French. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. Well, I agree that it was a mistake on the part of the police. What Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then... No way! Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Huh. I mean, like, he had to have done, right? Like, there's a hole. It was his gun. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? Your Honor, valid objection! Objection sustained. The client, the defense says no. That's totally fair. I had to stop to check a Discord. You're right! It would seem that way. If the victim tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. Ha! What is with that "are you finished yet" laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Ms. Von Karma? It seems that Maya Fey was shot by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. Oh, that is correct. But, I am sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Ah! Now that you... Why, that's right. Ouch. Which means... the defense has yet to prove anything at all. Oh, no! Well, that's true. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in this costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. Huh? How so? Ah! Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we have acquired added in, of course. Huh? You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Gumshoe has the energy of like, of like Peppermint Patty. Like, you know what I mean? Of Peanuts fame. Those two kids were great. Yeah. Peppermint Patty and like Marcy, maybe? I don't remember. I'd have to look that up. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Okay, but what about the stabbing, though, Your Honor?
The scenario you have put together does make sense.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Wright.
Oh my gosh. Just by listening, it does make sense. However, I won't give up that easily.
Oh, please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please.
Okay, Judge, you are getting whipped, and you don't tell her to stop. I know Momo and Fear would beat up somebody for me. Yeah, that's true. I'm only 4 centimeters tall, so it'd be very difficult for me. But luckily, I don't need to hit anybody. That's silly. I wouldn't anyway. No, you're not gonna finish that on this stream. Let's cross-examine this man. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Actually, no, there's an important thing. I wanna go to an important thing. No. No. Don't care about that. Okay, we have been over this. There is no gunpowder here. There is 0. Look, it's not even burnt. I object! Missing the tiny hole in this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. Eh? What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point-blank range. If that were true, then where's the gunpowder burn on this costume? Whoa! Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume.
Well, that's a very good point. And what exactly does this mean?
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think that you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking? What are you thinking about? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away.
Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of the fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that? As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant far away after that. Well, then... That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took a shot. There, that should satisfy even you. Oh, that does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. No, it doesn't make sense because there's a screen. It was standing. There is a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal? Flaw? Yo! Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. I bet it's that folding screen. The screen has a bullet hole in it. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took a shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Oh, I bet it's this thing. Welcome in, Tyler! We're playing Justice for All! How was stream? Was it fun? Did you have fun? Did you climb all the mountains? I don't know what game you were playing. Anyway, welcome in! You guys all know the drill. I'm Fiera Luna. I'm a family-friendly variety streamer. I stream on Twitch and YouTube. There's a Let's Play on YouTube every day. Sorry, generally family-friendly. During Spooky Month, all bets are off. I do whatever I want. Because it is Spooky Month, and horror is often just horrific. But don't worry, we're gonna have a good time! Wait until Spooky Month kicks in. It's time. It'll be time to put the decorations up. I'm very excited. Okay, moving on. We're gonna present the heck out of this. As a bullet hole! This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that? A folding screen? I'd like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Ha! We're playing Justice for All! Chad's thirsty for Francisca. And by Chad, I mean Val. Exactly. Also, we don't talk about Edgeworth. No, no, no. We don't talk about Edgeworth. Phoenix asked us not to, so we won't. Maya doesn't know. It's fine. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who? Where? What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, Maya, I mean the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Order! Order! This changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. And the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location, about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. She had to have been between and far. Was she behind the screen? Was she kind of like here somewhere? Oh, I'm so bad at this. She's got to be like there somewhere, right? That's probably about right. She was standing here near the folding screen. Well, wait a second! We both know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? Oh, welcome in, John. Oh, yeah, we're having a good trial moment. Everyone is thirsty for Francisca. Also, I refuse to not discuss Edgeworth. Exactly! He's beautiful and I love him. Don't worry, he's definitely fine. Totally fine. Welcome in, Isami! Edgeworth simps, all y'all. Yes! True facts! But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However... yeah, he is a fine man. Yes, he is! Oh, I know, but we're gonna get through this first. There's nothing of the sort around this bullet hole of this costume. Ha! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright! You...
I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation?
It changes everything! Honestly, Your Honor, this thing changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at that time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike?
Well, upon further consideration, it does make very little sense.
Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Thank you, Gumshoe. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you, my man. Oof. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the back. Oh, no. Blast radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix, right? To think that you have been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had such a tough time with you. You amuse me. Ugh, of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smirmy smile? Detective! How dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How is this all my fault? Edgeworth simps all y'all. Can't hear you over simping for Franny. True facts. You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. Punishment? Yeah, Phoenix got his memory back right in the middle of that case. We are in a second case where Maya, again, is on trial. Again. It's fine. We have cool psychic powers. Sort of. We're borrowing Pearl's. Pearl is Maya's younger cousin. Let me take his place, Pierre? No. Well then, Your Honor, I think it is... I have had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it is time we call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. We don't know who that could be. It's a mystery.
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness.
To be continued. Firearms doesn't mean lighters. Dang. We will save our data here.
But it is that time again. It is the end of the night. So we are going on a little adventure. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Where will we go? On Twitch, we're going on a little adventure. For you folks on YouTube, that is truly the end of the night. Oh, I know where we're going tonight. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I know exactly where we're going tonight. No, not Cats. I would go see Cats, but we're going to see something else. Yeah! Going to see Afe. Afe's playing Stars in Time. Vorexite. Let us ruin things with Where's an Egg? Alright, that's it for tonight, everybody. Thank you all for playing along with me. I will see you tomorrow.